5 Landmark Events That Changed Hospital Pharmacy, Part 1. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the PharmEZ Tutor. My name is Ken Eto. In the last installment, I reviewed the history of pharmacy, past, present, and future, looking from my perspective. Today, I wanted to highlight the 5 landmark events that I think have significantly changed hospital pharmacy and healthcare. This lecture will be in 2 parts, with the first part going over events 1 to 3. I hope you'll enjoy this talk. Event number 1. To Err is Human. To Err is Human is a report put out by the Institute of Medicine in November of 1999. The report stated that medical errors, including medication errors, do occur and are frequent. A summary of the report stated that a very large number of hospital deaths occur from medical errors, including medication errors. Between 44 to 98,000 people die each year of preventable medical errors. This accounts for 2 to 4% of all deaths in the United States. The report recommended that we need to build a culture of safety. Yes, medication errors happen. So how do we fix the problem? How do you avoid medication errors? The Joint Commission on Accreditation of Hospitals, TJC, became aware of these medication errors. The Joint Commission developed a campaign of patient safety goals to be performed by hospitals that they surveyed. One patient safety goal, called 3E, focused on monitoring of anticoagulants such as warfarin and heparin. Another safety goal introduced LASA drugs, or look-alike sound-alike, and high-alert drugs. They also mandated standard drip concentrations. These requirements were developed in conjunction with ISMP, or the Institute of Safe Medication Practices. Event number 2, the Dennis Quaid Incident. Dennis Quaid is a well-known actor who appeared in such movies as Breaking Away, The Right Stuff, Inner Space, and Great Balls of Fire. In November of 2007, Quaid's 10-day-old twin babies, Thomas and Zoe, were at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center for the treatment of an infection. The hospital staff mistakenly gave 1,000 times the intended dosage of heparin, a blood thinner, to the babies. This happened twice. Upon investigation, it was determined that a heparin concentration of 10,000 units per ml was given instead of 10 units per ml as a flush at the IV catheter site. The pharmacy technician took the heparin from the pharmacy supply without having a second technician verify the drug's concentration. When the drug reached the pediatric satellite, a different technician did not verify the concentration. The nurses also did not check the concentration. The babies recovered, but Quaid filed a lawsuit against the drug manufacturer Baxter Healthcare, claiming that packaging for the 2 doses of heparin are not different enough. Dennis Quaid became a patient safety advocate, producing a series of documentaries on preventable medical errors that aired on the Discovery Channel. California State reacted. The California Department of Public Health, CDPH, got involved and created what was called MERP, Medication Error Reporting and Prevention, which is enforced to this day. This resulted in increased regulation of hospital pharmacies. Hospitals are now required to report, trend, and track all incidents of medication errors and identify strategies to prevent them from occurring. California State enacted SB 1875, which required the use of computer technology to reduce medication errors. These techniques included use of computerized provider order entry, or CPOE, the use of barcode med verification, or BMV, and the use of smart infusion pumps. Event number 3, NECC, New England Compounding Center. In September of 2012, a fungal meningitis outbreak occurred, affecting people mostly in Michigan and Tennessee, then over 9 states. The outbreak was traced back to tainted steroid injections made by the New England Compounding Center, or NECC, a small compounding pharmacy in Framingham, Massachusetts. This outbreak resulted in 64 deaths and caused fungal infections in 753 people. Steroid injections of methylprednisolone used for pain management, for example back pain, were contaminated with mold. They were injected into the patient's spine and also into joints. A black mold called Xerohyllum rostratum was found in 84 of the cases, and Aspergillus fumigatus was found in 1 case. The mold named Aspergillus fumigatus is a fungus that is found in decaying organic matter, like a compost heap. Upon investigation, NEC's sterile compounding clean room was filthy. They used expired ingredients, fabricated and forged cleaning logs, improperly tested the drugs to ensure sterility. They lacked proper sterilization times. They had a leaky boiler in a pool of stagnant water, and hoods were covered with dirt. NECC's air intake came from vents 30 yards from a recycling plant. Here's a picture of that recycling plant. NECC was a small compounding pharmacy, licensed only to sell prescriptions to individuals. They greedily fabricated prescriptions using bogus patient names, such as Donald Duck and Bart Simpson. They appeared to sell custom-made meds for individual patients, but they were really manufacturing in batches. Thus, NECC acted as a drug manufacturer and evaded the rigorous oversight. Unfortunately, as a result of this company's greed and blatant disregard to their work ethic, many people died and numerous families suffered terribly. What was the response? A more stringent, regulated environment for compounding pharmacies is now required, primarily affecting hospital pharmacy cleanrooms. State boards of pharmacy are now responsible to regulate cleanrooms and to ensure sterile compounding practices are applied. U.S. Pharmacopoeia Chapters 795 and 797 are now used as the practice standards. And these standards are built into State Board of Pharmacy annual inspections. Barry Cadden, the co-founder and former president of NECC, was sentenced to 14.5 years in prison and ordered to pay forfeiture of $1.4 million and restitution of $82 million. The former supervisory pharmacist of NECC, Glenn Chin, was sentenced to 8 years in prison. Landmark events 1 to 3 focused on 2 things. 1, the significant impact medication errors can cause, and 2, the detrimental effects an unsterile IV room can have on patient lives. Although these grim events were on the negative side, they all did manage to create greater oversight by governmental and regulatory agencies to reduce the incidence of medication errors and to ensure that compounding cleanrooms perform in a sterile environment. These events ultimately raised greater awareness of these problems and overall helped promote better patient care. In our next installment, we'll continue on to discuss landmark events 4 to 5, so stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to watch this installment of the PharmEZ Tutor. I hope you learned something that you could use at school or in practice. If you'd like to continue to see more of these types of tutorials on YouTube, please make sure to click on the subscribe button below to change it from red to gray. Also, if you like this video, I would appreciate it if you can click on the thumbs up icon below to change the color to blue. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to add them in the comments section below, or share this site with someone else. Stay tuned to the PharmEZ Tutor channel for more lectures in the upcoming weeks. So until next time, remember to take it easy.